What's up, everybody? Welcome to Max Play Live presents Nerd Talk, the show where nerds sit down and battle about our favorite things like comics, movies, video games, and more. Today is a very sad day. Legendary actor
Alan Rickman.
Alan
Rickman passed away this morning.
We practiced this.
To cancer
we did
at
not
69.
practice it.
We did practice this.
But I've kind of said to everyone beforehand, we wanted to take a moment of silence for such a legendary actor, and hopefully everyone else has done this as well. So we're going to take a moment of silence right now.
Sorry, I'm breaking the silence. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't have patience for this.
All right. Well, so because of such tragic events today, we are going to take a look at all the great things that Alan Rickman has done throughout his career.
Are you sure about
Die
all?
Hard to
There's a lot.
Hitchhiker's to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Guide to the Galaxy, sorry.
Yeah.
And, of course,
Yeah.
Harry Potter. And of course, Harry Potter.
But anyways, this is the third actor, or not, second actor.
Celebrity, right?
Third celebrity. It started with Lemmy in December, right? And then we just lost David Bowie over the weekend, I believe Monday.
Not even a week ago.
Yeah, not even a week ago. Cancer is just tearing through our society, and it's very sad, very unfortunate. And with Alan Rickman being the third in less than a month and a half, 2 months, it's a big deal. I mean, we really need to take a strong look at what we can do to prevent cancer, and maybe find a cure one day. But with that being said, we would like to celebrate Alan Rickman's film career by talking about our favorite movies that starred him in it. I know Taylor's a huge Harry Potter fan.
That's an understatement.
Goes without being said, really.
Harry Potter?
And we definitely know James is gigantically in love with
Little kid in the candy
I
shop.
wouldn't say in love.
You're obsessed.
Oh, you got a man crush on it.
The dragon breathes fire.
The dragon breathes fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
My personal favorite was Sheriff of Nottingham and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. There's many others that he had taken part in. There he is. I'll cut your heart out with a spoon. It's probably my favorite line in that movie. But with that being said, the biggest fan on set of Alan Rickman is definitely Taylor. So I'll let you go ahead and start.
I would have to say probably my favorite films from Alan Rickman would be obviously Die Hard. I mean,
Hans Gruber.
Who doesn't love Hans Gruber and love that movie? I
That
mean,
was a great movie.
Yeah.
and I mean,
I want to say Yippee-Ki-Yay so bad.
right there. I mean,
There he
why
is.
not? And he, not only has he played such intellectual parts in his past, he was unique as an actor. Nobody could match the voice Alan Rickman has.
No.
Nobody could do what he did he had that sense of
Probably the most unique voice in Hollywood, I would say.
one of the most unique
Yeah.
voices in Hollywood.
Did
And
the doors just sigh at me? They have feelings.
I love that little robot.
That was they have feelings.
That's probably the only thing about that movie that I really thoroughly enjoyed.
yeah.
The rest of it, I was just, I'm not
You
a
can be
big
wrong.
fan.
It's fine. Listen,
can be
dude.
wrong,
We're in
yeah.
America. You can be wrong as long as you want.
I'm allowed to be wrong, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, kind of like you with the Darth Vader blaster bolt thing.
but Harry Potter has to be probably
Lightsaber?
We're not allowed to come back to that.
No, but in my generation, I'm 24, so in my generation, I grew up with Harry Potter, and Alan Rickman is Snape.
Yes.
He is Snape. There's nothing.
That part, I mean, the character was already written, but he definitely brought that character to life.
Oh, he.
I would say
took
his
such a-
speech patterns and everything solidified Snape as who he was as like the dark, creepy kind of person that ended up being one of the heroes in the end. It's
I
like,
know.
yeah.
I remember seeing the first one.
Spoiler alert.
I thought for sure he was a major villain. Like I was like, this guy's definitely a bad guy.
Well, Harry Potter
I
thought
thought it
it
was
for
wrong.
until
Yeah.
Deathly
What if there's people
Hallows
that
2.
haven't
I was like,
read the
until
books or seen
the
movies?
last movie, he's like, oh my God, you tried to help me all along.
James, hold on, guys. James, they've been out for years.
If somebody hasn't.
If you said
Did you just
nothing
call
when we talked about
spoilers?
Force Awakens.
You want to know something?
Spoilers.
You want to know something? Han dies.
I'm not even mad. You know.
If you haven't
I'm not
seen the
even
movie
upset
by
about
now, it's your own fault.
Yeah, it sucks to be
That's
you.
rough.
It definitely sucks to be you.
I agree.
I never said Han Solo. Hans Gruber died.
Hans Gruber is dead.
Oh.
That's
Too
pretty
soon.
bad.
Too soon.
Yeah. How are you gonna even do that? Like, you made us go into a moment of silence, and now you're ripping.
Well, would you really want
Gonna get hate
Alan
mail.
Rickman to sit here? He seems
No,
like the
he
type of guy
probably-
who'd
yeah.
probably be like, "Really?
Yeah.
You're sad about me?
Whoa.
Get over it." You're
Put that over there.
You're
That's,
getting a little
yeah.
overzealous
that was
with that.
awkward.
But he, not only he was in
Galaxy Quest.
Are we gonna leave it on the
Galaxy
entire
Quest,
time?
he was in Sweeney Todd. He did.
I love Sweeney Todd. It's probably one of my favorite movies.
He did. I mean, there's more than. I mean, on his IMDb page, there's more than 40 movies that this guy.
IMDb.
IMDb. Quiet.
I have an IMDb.
IMDb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it BB-8?
No.
And I gotta say, as a nerd, Hitchhiker's to the Guide
Hitchhiker's to the Guide,
Galaxy
dude. I love
is
it.
probably one of my favorite movies, and especially the fact that Alan Rickman was, I mean, kind of in it.
Right.
It was Marvin the Martian.
He was Marvin the
I
Martian.
mean, the robot was in the entire movie, so he.
Yeah,
was
so
in-
he played a key role.
Yeah.
Just
He was a little, yeah.
he aside for
he
easily
was the
50%
most
of the
depressed
movie.
little robot I've ever seen.
I'm gonna tell you what's really bizarre is that everybody has Christmas rituals, movies they watch. My dad watches Die Hard, the entire series.
No,
every
that's
year,
a thing, dude.
Christmas
That's
Eve.
no, that's definitely a thing. I know tons of people online, like throughout the nerd community, the toy community, the movie community. Everybody watches that movie on Christmas. Everybody. It's a Christmas movie.
It is.
Like a lot of people were saying that, like, well, I've never actually seen it. I've seen the first Die Hard. I don't know if that's the one they're talking
Yes,
about.
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess Hans falls off the what building is it? Some building. And they're like, it's not Christmas until you see Hans Gruber fall off this building.
It's true.
Yeah, and I see that everywhere. And I'm not a Die Hard fan. I don't like the movies.
Before people would be like, Merry Christmas, he's dead. Now we're gonna be like, oh.
I know about
Yeah.
the presents. Let's go, kids.
Which is really funny is because that was, I mean, that was everywhere this year. People were, posting that left and right, and then just a few short days later, he's gone.
Someone owes
Super
$1.
unfortunate. Say what, James?
Someone owes $1. Their phone went off on set.
What phone?
There's no phone going off on set, buddy. Anyways, back to what's any Hans Gruber. Now he's known as Hans Gruber. Any Alan Rickman movies that
I'm Die Hard. I'm
just Die Hard?
I love Die Hard. And then there's Sense and Sensibility.
We haven't even said who this is.
Come on, you
yet.
can't be drawing a nerd alert right
Anybody
there.
else realize that we didn't even introduce who he is?
We don't need to because James did.
Well, the fact
No,
that
I didn't.
No,
No, he
my
didn't.
lower third's not ready yet. That's
No,
how
I-
much of a
did
nerd
I-
I am.
we
Did I
haven't
even
mentioned
introduce myself?
GQ Tech yet.
Well, that's
We didn't
how
introduce
jarring.
anybody.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's how jarring.
Well, here's the thing. He's a
This
new.
is.
He's. This is his first time on our show. So why
Yeah.
wouldn't we?
Hi,
introduce
I'm
everybody.
sorry,
Shut up.
everybody. Anyways, Ortec the Batman. This is Dylan Gaston. This is Darth Taylor, and that's GQ Tech. Show his lower third, James.
It's not ready
Don't
yet.
have one.
Oh, unprepared we are. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that face.
That's a sad face right
That
there.
is a sad face, actually.
That's all right.
Well, he did have to
stopped
be
working
difficult.
You look like Lex Luthor's retarded little brother.
He is being difficult in making the most complex lower third I've ever had to make.
I will have to say.
Well, you're the one who's like, oh, I'm getting awesome at these things.
I am.
I gave him a challenge.
I gave him an easy one, and it's still not done. Wait, no, it might be done, right? Where's mine?
What is this?
Ah,
What is
there,
that?
you look at that.
What is that?
That's a vast
that?
improvement from the 10-minute piece of crap I made the other day.
But then you
Great
got
job,
something.
James.
You got
Great
Guess
something
how
like
long it took me?
James's.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
But we're off topic. We're supposed to be talking about Alan Rickman movies. Like I said, my personal favorite was the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yep.
I never hated a character more in my life. Like, I hated that guy when I was a kid. I saw that movie when it came out, I believe, in 1991, somewhere around there. And I instantly could not stand that guy. I didn't think I liked that guy's acting just because he did such a great job. And when you're a kid, you're highly emotional, and you don't realize you're looking at pure, raw talent, and that's what he's supposed to do is make you hate him until you're much older. So now I can appreciate that movie, and especially his performance in it, because that really made them, I mean, Kevin Costner is the same dude in every movie.
Yeah, his
Literally.
role never changes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Waterworld, the character he played in Waterworld was no different than the character he played in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Alan Rickman's performance, on the other hand, it's different every time. You get
Yes.
a different guy. He has this trademark voice and things like that, but Honestly,
He's
I feel
from
like I'm
Bloody England. What do you expect?
right. He was also classically trained. He was
Yes.
theater trained, and there's a big difference between actors that were trained in theater and actors that were trained for film. It's a huge difference. So I could definitely say that the guy was like a mega talent. The world has lost a mega talent, but it's great to celebrate his life and the films that he was in. And actually, did we even ask you if you had other than Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No, you guys kept me in the dark, but it's okay. It's fine.
kept
It's fine.
him in the
I
dark,
pointed
yeah.
at you a few times.
You're also
something
not a
questionable.
tech, too,
Well,
like
you
everybody
are a
else.
You also
aren't you?
introduced me wrong, so it's fine.
I said Dylan Gaston.
Cytokines.
Oh, Cytokines. I'm sorry, Cytokines.
So my lower third says, boom.
Yes. I gave away your secret. It says Dylan, so I was half right.
Half right. We still, James didn't fix the capitalization.
I didn't make it.
You don't
didn't
need to
fix
have a
You had
capitalization.
3 people
Whatever.
tell you to do that.
When?
He's just little Dylan.
You had
Yeah,
me.
for the-
One day he'll be big.
You
Dylan.
had my father.
What were your
don't
favorite
remember
Harry
this.
Potter moments?
Favorite Harry Potter moments?
With Alan Rickman, I mean.
I gotta say, one of my favorite moments
or
in
Snape's.
the movies was it was Half-Blood Prince, where Harry Potter saw Snape kill Dumbledore, and Harry went after him, trying to
Right.
kill him, and he kind of disabled him. And this is before the time that we knew that Snape was actually
good
always
guy,
there,
yeah.
looking after him
Yeah,
and trying to keep
That's
him
what
safe.
I was about to say. That it's kind of neat how it started all out, where you were totally thinking that he was going to play a major villain role, and ends up being not just a good guy, but also a mentor to Harry Potter.
Well, the reason why he
How do I
was-
know that?
It's-
I must have subconsciously watched these movies.
It's because I beamed
It's
it over
because
to
they're
your
that
head.
good.
No,
They are that
I
good.
honestly think like maybe I have seen them, but
You probably
I know
have,
I don't like.
and
I
they're
didn't like
amazing, and you just
Are you
remember.
on the wiki right now?
Yeah. Yes, I'm on Wikipedia.
Okay, all right, the major plot themes.
No,
and
I'm not. I mean,
ideas.
I'm literally looking at the list of movies that he was in, trying to pick out which ones I have seen. I know I've seen plenty of them, but you know, I didn't have much time to do research because right before the show, Taylor asked if we could do a segment on Alan Rickman.
Why
So
would-
the reason why we're doing this is because Taylor is a big Alan Rickman, Harry Potter especially fan.
What can you do, man? He's
So we
an amazing
accommodated, and I didn't get time to research because I'm not that nerdy.
You should just
Yeah.
know these things.
actor. Yeah,
I should just know these things. You're right. So, but due to my lack of preparation, we're letting Taylor kind of like
He's
take it
done
over. So.
all kinds of stuff. One of his first films actually was Romeo and Juliet in 1978.
Have you seen Romeo and Juliet? At least the one he was in.
I've seen
I've not
bits
seen
and pieces of it actually in
Yes.
school.
I was about to say a lot of people.
That
are
movie was
forced to
made
watch.
2 years before I was born in 1978. So I believe it's also a television. It's BBC television Shakespeare. So unless you lived in England and had, I don't even know if they had cable back then.
They
I
had
don't-
BBC programming over here.
I'd say it was
Not,
literally.
not in the 70s. I mean, they did.
Yes, they did.
Did it?
Yeah.
You were there?
It was,
Yeah, I was there.
I wasn't. I wasn't born yet.
You think I just look young? I'm really 53
You know what I
years
was?
old.
You know what I was? I was an intention at a high school prom at that time.
Yeah.
I was I was a result of some serious dating, I believe.
At least you hope.
Yeah. What about you, James? What's your favorite Alan Rickman moment?
we know that one already.
How are you going to ask that question?
Because I'm asking you that question.
Harry Potter?
What I know it's Harry Potter. That goes without being said.
So why'd you ask?
Moment.
Because you're
thing.
supposed to
The
pick
moment. The whole
a
thing.
moment, not movie. There's a
The
difference.
entire thing.
I know they sound the same.
He's so broad.
Yeah, I know.
All of it.
He's got nothing. That's what it is.
All
Pretty
of
much.
it.
You know what? If Little
got
Big
nothing.
Town
I'm
was
not
here right now,
Hey,
they would
I'm
be
struggling
singing
here,
Man
and
Crush
you're-
for
you're-
Taylor and Movie Crush for James.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
have
buddy.
you seen this guy? Look at him. Look,
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean,
that's
how could
when I
you
read
not?
the book. That's exactly who I pictured.
Really? That's a, that,
Today, Junior.
well. There couldn't have been a better actor for the role. Then,
Pretty much.
alrighty then. What are some of the other he's in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, he was in Alice in Wonderland.
What-
He
He plays Steve. No,
God,
that's
who did he
Bottle
play?
Shot.
I don't.
Hold on,
I don't
hold
really
on.
know too much about Alice. in
Absalom
Wonderland.
the Caterpillar.
Oh.
So he was a
Oh.
CG character then.
He was. I
Yeah.
said he
Yeah.
was the real. He was the bookworm.
Yeah, I have seen that movie because I'm a Tim Burton fan.
I hate Tim Burton.
You hate Tim Burton?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't understand how anyone can hate Tim Burton.
Because...
Even Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah. The only thing I can actually like from him is Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm about to get shot, I
If you shoot me, I swear to God.
He was also in Dogma.
Let's see how force sensitive you are
He
now.
was in Dogma.
Yeah, he was the Metatron. I saw Kevin Smith's post earlier today, and he was paying tribute to him, and that was pretty cool. So it's hard. And you know what, David Bowie, man, like there's
Goblin King.
The Goblin King, rest in peace, and Lemmy.
I saw someone
especially Lemmy.
I saw someone make a
I grew up on Motorhead.
I saw someone make a face of Goblin King on a cookie today, and I'm like,
It's a bummer, man.
I wouldn't eat that cookie.
Cancer's no joke.
Hey, James, I've got this magic message on my watch that says Taylor's mic needs to be turned up a little bit.
Oh.
Very well.
Well, you need to do stuff.
Yeah, do
James,
stuff, James.
stop fantasizing about Alan Rickman. Let's come on.
Yeah,
We have a
stop.
show to run.
Yeah, we got a show to do here.
Hey, James, do we have a break to go to? Are we doing breaks?
Yes,
Yeah,
Is it time for break, James?
it is.
Okay, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Nerd Talk. Stay with us. What's up, guys? I'm out here at E&D Games. You're watching Max Play Live presents Random Reports. And I'm here with Dave Growney, who is the mastermind behind a lot of what we do in the show, The Arena. He handles the model making, the miniatures, and also helps with James Hollingsworth in the writing of the story content of the show. And also he runs this cool store where you can buy neat stuff like Magic the Gathering, War Machine, and Hordes, and also the game that our show is pretty much based on, which is Dungeons and Dragons.
Some of these weren't done by me. Some of these were done by people and customers in our store for other games. This is one by Mike Coates, who we may know from Max Play Live. He's one of
I like to call him Mossman.
I got other names for him, but we're not going to say that on air. Anyway, kidding.
Mossman. He's Mossman. So I noticed that you have this, it looks like an Atlantean altar, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Is that something we're going to be seeing later on in the arena?
It could be. That's one of the plans. That's possibly one of the things.
So you're saying there's surprises?
Oh yeah, we got tons of ideas coming up. Me and James Hollingsworth do a lot of the writing for what goes on in the storyline. James is obviously more in control of it because he's the one actually running it when the game's going on.
Yeah, James is the DM for the show.
Right. I usually sit in the background and just kind of give him some ideas to run with the other way, and then get all the documentation in order to go with what we need to construct outside of the arena and get all the minis together, like you said, and then Kayla will help, build it, craft it, make something. If we have to custom make a mini like we did here, paint like she did. She's working on these, which are other things you might see in the arena. Kayla puts almost more time, I'm going to say, than just about anybody else, myself included, fully into this project.
And I also noticed just being here at E&D Games, walking through the back, I see that there's a specific area set up for modeling. I know it's not just for the show, it's also for your business, but it's set up for modeling and painting and molding and anything any customers would need, as well as helping us out on the show.
Lazy.
But I'm Ortec the Batman. This is Dave Growney, and I'm not a fan. I am Batman.
Logan's the real Batman.
No,
Just ask him.
He's Earth 2 Batman.
And maybe.
Yeah. Or I'll be Thomas Wayne, whatever. Later.
See ya.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nerd Talk. If you liked that snippet or quick clip of the interview, please go to YouTube and check out the full interview and all of our other videos. We were paying a little bit of tribute to Alan Rickman. We've decided to move on. Today's episode was going to be about zombies and our favorite zombie flicks. So I think we're going to go ahead and go that direction. It's just a bummer just talking about people that have just passed away. And,
So we're going to talk about him rising from the dead.
So instead of death.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about zombies.
Zombies.
Right. Zombies
Yeah,
make
yeah.
everybody happy. My favorite zombie films, I've got quite a few. I think the one
of
that
them? All of them?
you know what? I'm going to go with that. All of them. There's only a
can't
few
steal
zombie
my- you
movies
can't
that I
steal that from
didn't
me.
like, especially and zombies in video games too. Resident Evil. The first zombie you
that's
see in
great.
the first zombie you see in that game really showed me that a video game can scare me. I was like
I'd agree with
12
that,
or
yeah.
13 when I saw that.
All I heard is that that video game showed you that you were a little girl.
I would, you know what? I'll go ahead and take that on the chin.
It's like,
Yeah.
ooh. That hurt.
I'll take it on the chin. That's fine. Yeah, I mean that totally
Why do you
flipped my
think he has
skirt.
that beard? He's used to it.
Bearded lady.
Oh, wait.
I'm the bearded lady. I grew up in a circus. What can I say? So,
Hi, sweetheart.
stop it. Anyways,
He's super.
my favorite zombie film ever made was Return of the Living Dead. Has anyone seen it?
Yes.
What is
Thank
that?
God. Jeez. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You seen it?
Yeah.
What was your favorite zombie in it?
His favorite zombie?
The dead one.
The dead one, man. The one that was like,
He's throwing a curveball.
There's only two zombies that anybody that loves that movie would ever say.
I
Tarman
didn't say I loved the movie. I said I saw
and
the movie.
Trash. How could you not love that movie? Really? You didn't love the movie?
because Zombieland exists.
You didn't
I
love
did not
Return
love
of the
the
Living
movie.
Dead?
No.
What did you not like about it?
I
By the
fell
way,
asleep.
everybody, Ortec the Batman, Dylan, Darth Taylor, and GQ Tech. What didn't you like about the movie? How could you not like it? It's the greatest zombie film ever made, aside from the original Night of the Living Dead.
How long ago was I saw that movie?
Probably when it first came out in the mid-'80s.
Exactly.
swimming
He
around
was
in the
pumping
80s.
Whitesnake in his convertible. Taking his
you go,
broad
Josh.
to the movies. Yeah, Tarman! Look at that. Brains. The greatest zombie in any movie is Trash. Do you got her? Please say you got Trash.
Let me find it.
Oh, he's getting... Hey, you better be careful on what Trash you show, though. Trash don't wear clothes. And it's epic. Linnea Quigley, Scream Queen. It's one of the greatest female actresses to ever play in horror movies. She's been in tons of stuff. James, you got it?
No.
Hurry, dude.
James
Show
really
Trash.
is-
I'm talking about Trash.
I
And Linnea
can't.
Quigley.
I can't.
Yeah, Chainsaw Hookers from Mars. She's been in all sorts of nutty stuff. What about you? Favorite zombie film?
Dawn of the Dead, 2008.
Which one? 2008? Really?
I loved that movie.
It was a cool movie, for sure.
Loved that movie.
It was a cool movie for a remake.
I watched the original, and I'm not a fan of the original.
You didn't like the original at all?
I mean, for its time, yeah, but
Dude, that mall is like forever etched in the history of greatness
I know.
because
me.
of the original Dawn of the Dead.
But but in the
Tom
2008,
Savini is in it.
there's a baby zombie in 2008.
That was actually pretty nerve-wracking.
That
was,
is a little nerve-wracking.
yeah.
I
So
wouldn't.
unsettling.
I was afraid to have
Okay,
kids
Josh.
after that. What?
After some careful consideration, I think I found one.
Okay, let's show Trash. Just for my...
What? That's a
The
zombie?
best I could find.
Well, that's her before she becomes a zombie. This is actually when she
Afterwards,
starts
I can't
getting
show anything.
real. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you
can't.
definitely can't show anything after that.
Only from
anyway,
the
That's the
shoulders
best
up.
I could find.
And the funny thing is that they have Return of the Living Dead Part 2, which reuses a lot of the same actors. I forget the guy's name, Tom something. He was also in Friday the 13th Part 6. He played Tommy Jarvis. But anyways, we were back. Let's get back to, well, Jason Voorhees is one of the coolest zombies ever. If you consider
yeah.
him a zombie. I mean, he's
Yeah.
basically a big rotting corpse killing everybody. So that's pretty awesome. Well, Dawn of the Dead. Why do you think that's better than the original?
All in all, I think it just I enjoy the more action throughout it. Like it's just the problem with the older movies. It was mostly just people sitting inside a boarded up room, screaming and being afraid of zombies outside, not really doing anything about it.
You do know that movie took place. It wasn't in a house or anything.
What I'm saying is, like in all the old movies, you see the scenes.
It
They're
was
like
in a mall.
I know, but they're very confined in the even
Right, yeah.
the old
Hey,
one.
Josh,
What?
5 minutes.
This guy with his telling me what to do all the time.
At least I remember this time.
Give it to him.
Yeah. At least you remember this time. Get him. Oh, and he didn't even switch it. He's like, I'm not gonna show you getting over on me.
I'm
not gonna show
sitting
you
here
a
just
miss.
like, oh, hey, bro, utilize the shot. I shoot.
Yeah.
He's like, you've shot at me. I shoot at him.
You know,
Oh, I didn't switch.
He just said, I'm not gonna show you missing. But then he's gonna show you when you actually hit, which will be after the fact, so you still won't see it. There it goes.
You gotta aim up.
I'm gonna say they're all
Hi,
drunk.
everybody.
Hey.
All right, back to zombie
This is our
flicks.
studio.
You guys are dead in the water, kind of like zombies. They go swimming.
Really, what it is I'm using the force.
Will they float?
And you're
Oh,
slowing
no.
their brains down or something, aren't you?
Something like that.
We learned earlier today that I'm the one strongest with the force in this
Yeah,
place.
that's true. I shot
Says the one
at
that
him.
hasn't been hit by any kind of bullet at all today.
Would that be you?
No one's hit me yet.
Technically,
You're
I
gonna
did.
make this a. He's coming for you, dude.
What?
Get him now! Get him now! He's on camera. Get him now. Wow, what a tough episode it is today.
Remember, we're talking zombies. Hit him in the head.
Yeah,
That's just double the point.
I'm really surprised that you thought Dawn of the Dead was better than the original Dawn of
misfire.
the Dead. Like, I really don't understand that, but
Don't
I
worry,
mean,
it's
they're both
blank.
really good movies.
kidding.
But I'm
right,
partial
that's how it
to
got
the
me.
original. I love the
Understand-
effects. I love that it was. I mean, the new one was real dark. The zombies were running. You know, my zombies don't run. They kind of just lurch
Stagger.
towards you.
Running
Yeah.
zombies is terrifying.
Yeah, it is. But slow zombies is terrifying too because you're
menacing.
It's like real
If I
life
can
death. It's
outwalk
gonna
a
catch up
zombie,
to you.
I'm fine.
Let me tell you something. Another movie that I absolutely love. 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later. Both of those movies.
28 years?
Have you ever seen those movies?
I don't really know if those are zombie films though.
Yeah.
Those are more
they're
like
considered
mass
zombies.
infection movies. They're
don't
just
know.
people
Gosh.
going rabid. I mean, they're not walking
But
corpses.
they're dead,
3
technically.
minutes.
They're gonna be dead. Thank you, James. 3 minutes, guys.
3 minutes.
You gotta admit that a zombie that could run at full sprint and spit blood at you in a matter of 2 seconds, you change.
I don't know if it's a zombie though, because it didn't die, like get ran over by a car, and then rise from the dead to eat people. They just come after you and tear you to shreds.
So once you're infected, you didn't die. You kind of just turn, and it's like,
You
all right,
turn,
well,
yeah,
now
you
I'm-
turn.
It's like, where was the
You're
death?
infected.
Where
It's
was
like
the
humans,
down for a little bit?
Right, man. You agree then?
Yeah.
It's like humans with rabies.
I don't know. I saw it.
I can't
saw
really
it
say that's a zombie movie.
as a good.
That was my
zombie
issue with Walking Dead. Like halfway through, like it got the changing got
Right.
really quick.
Yeah.
Like it's like you just got bit maybe 2 minutes ago. There's no way you died and reanimated in that time. No, it's not a zombie anymore. It's an infection.
I think that's something that plagues all zombie films, though.
Yeah.
Because they like sometimes it like I believe in Return of the Living Dead, the two characters that end up becoming zombies. It takes like the whole movie almost.
Yeah,
for them.
it takes a while.
Meanwhile,
because the disease is to get through you, overheat
Right.
your body, kill the rest of your systems,
Right.
and then it reanimates.
they have to fall to the fever basically.
yeah, they have to
right?
they have to not be strong enough to survive it.
Yes, and then their body weakens. They actually die, become a zombie, and then start walking around and eating brains and flesh and all
If I
that. other
have to pick one though,
I love the part in that movie where they're talking to the zombie that's gurning down, and then they're like, what are you feeling
minute.
right now? And it's like, I'm hungry, and all they want to do is eat, and the flesh kills the pain, because I guess being a zombie really sucks, really hurts. Anyway, it was cool, because you'd never seen anything like that before, and
Yeah.
really since. I mean, other than Bud, I mean, you don't really see,
What
like,
was the movie where they picked up the guns and started using guns?
well, there was a couple of them. The first one was Day of the Dead, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about, Bud. Day of the Dead, they're like experimenting on them, seeing if they can communicate with them and teach them and stuff like that, and they get them to like almost like childlike,
What was
mentality.
the newest one? Where they get into the city?
Oh yeah, what was that?
I can't even.
It was
think
another
about
of the Dead, and I
Yeah.
believe
was George A. Romero.
Yeah, Romero produced it or directed one of the two. Yeah, it was the
What about Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, that's probably one of the
such
best
a-
zombie flicks ever.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg is a genius. We were obsessed with that movie when it came
Shaun
out.
of the Dead was hilarious. It was such
And
a good movie.
I don't know if that's what I'd
On
be
that
doing.
note, we got to take a break.
All right.
Anyways, thanks for watching so far. We'll be right back.
We completely left zombie.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ortec the Batman, and I'm about to sit down and interview John Gasson, the owner of Tampa Bay Multimedia and the executive producer of our show, The Arena. Check it out. Like I said, I'm sitting here with John Gasson, the executive producer of the show, The Arena. Also, the owner of Tampa Bay Multimedia, who produces the show, The Arena. John, how's it going?
It's going good. It's going good.
So what exactly do you do for the show, The Arena?
Nothing.
He's lying. He actually
I know
handles
I'm
all
not.
the social
I
media.
sit literally. I sit back and let Ortec, Uttertech, No Tech, and New Tech run everything.
But what's cool about working here is when I have free time, I don't have to go home to game. I can literally just walk right over there to our other gaming set and sit down and play games. I haven't yet because I've been focusing on the tabletop
Yeah,
thing.
I don't think I've seen you one time
No.
play yet. Yeah, but we have Xbox One, PS4,
All the major
have a
systems,
360 coming in. We're even going to do the small handhelds. Just got to figure out how
We
to cap too
definitely
much.
listen to you guys, and we take what you say seriously because obviously this is what we do it for. I mean, we enjoy doing it, and we really I love playing games. And my phone's going off. Ignore that. I can edit it out, but I'm lazy. That's why we're using these mics, right, John?
That's all right.
Yeah, it's too much work to log.
We have really good mics.
Yeah.
Why are we using these?
Well, actually, we have 8 really good mics that we use for the show, and this was just easier. Anyways, we do listen to you guys, and we do appreciate your viewership, and that's who we do it for, is to entertain people. And this is our hobby. I mean, none of us take any money for this. We do this all. I mean, what we film at 7:30 on a Thursday night.
No,
and that's-
actually, we start at 7 on Thursday night.
Yeah, 7 at Thursday. Well, we're actually getting ready by 5:30.
Yeah.
Cast shows up about 6,
Yep.
6:30, and then we're pretty much balls to the wall until about 10 o'clock at night,
10
because we
o'clock.
usually have a post-production meeting. So, and we do this all out, I mean, basically off your back. I mean, you're paying for it. If there was anything to be paid, which is definitely bandwidth, you know, and keeping the electric on extra. And
Yeah,
but
because not only can you watch us on Twitch, but you can also watch us on
WeBeam TV. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Is there any plans for maybe blogs or a podcast?
Both.
Both. Check that out.
Yep, absolutely.
Podcasts coming, blogs are coming.
Contests are coming.
Contests, yeah.
We're going to start running tournaments.
Yep. And the tournaments aren't like. Here's the other cool thing about Max Play Live. The Arena is our main show. That's our big dog. But we have all these other shows that we're actually currently working on. That it's already up on YouTube. You can go and watch it. We have plans for other shows, and a lot of them revolve around gaming or tabletop gaming. But we also have plans for tournaments where we're actually going to film a live you know, it'll be live for sure, streamed live, and then you can check it out later on YouTube or WeBeam TV. We do post videos to that website too. Anyways,
We're gonna run.
I'm Ortec the Batman. You've been watching Random Reports. This is John Gaston, and on behalf of everybody on the show, we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity
welcome, my brother.
to do a show like that. And keep watching, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome back to Nerd Talk, everybody. I'm Ortec the Batman. That's GQ Tech, Darth Taylor, and Dylan Gaston. Sidokins.
Which he gets the first one of the
Hadouken!
blowers up there, man.
Land of the Dead was the movie I couldn't think of where the
That's
zombies
it.
start using machine guns. But anyways, you had some news about Nintendoland, I guess.
So Nintendo has decided to partner with Universal Studios Orlando to make pretty much a Nintendo Land.
Like an actual Nintendo theme park.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's
Well,
not
area of
necessarily
the park.
theme park. It's an
Right,
area
but I
of the
mean,
park.
let's step back for a second. Disney bought Marvel, so Universal is phasing out the Marvel theme
Yeah,
park.
they had a chunk.
Wasn't Islands of Adventure pretty much all Marvel aside from the
No.
Jurassic Park?
No, Islands of Adventure consisted of Dr. Seuss, and then you
Okay.
had the
I have actually never been to that part of the park.
what was the adventure area,
I just wasn't interested.
which was a lot of like, you know, it was same stuff with Indiana Jones, like Sinbad
Yeah.
and whatnot.
That's
Then you
gone
move
though.
on-
That's Harry Potter now.
Well, no, it's still there. Sinbad's still there, and then Harry Potter's right next to it, and then
Well, I have been.
jump
to
over
that
one.
part,
It's
yeah.
the comic strip land, which
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
cool, and then it's Marvel. The thing is, a lot of the because Disney did buy Marvel, a lot of that's got to move out. Well, they've been looking for someone to come in. Well, Nintendo just happened to fill in the spot.
Sinbad's
That's
actually
pretty
not there
rad.
anymore.
Like,
That's
I
where
will
Gringotts
definitely-
and everything is now.
No, it's Gringotts is over in the other park, dude.
That's definitely something I would go check out. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, especially the 80s retro games, the NES system. I love it all. What exactly is going to be in this park? I mean, I know it's Nintendo themed, but
Mario Kart ride.
I was just
rumors
gonna
about a
say,
Mario
is there gonna
Kart
be
ride.
something like a Mario Kart ride?
I don't think there's too many details released unless
There's
Taylor's-
not many details on it. From what I looked up earlier,
So this is like an early teaser.
pretty
Yeah.
much. They won't, in this industry, they won't let you know much until they're
So
three
they're
quarters
ready
away
to
building
open.
with
Well,
it.
they do listen. It's just slow. It trickles out slowly, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's no way they can keep a lid on it, especially in Florida.
So they got
There's too many disgruntled employees around
So
here.
they got to build the hype up a little bit, little by little.
Right, right.
You just let it go all at once. When it finally comes
Well,
out.
I'm definitely
like,
hoping
cares, I know
for a
about it.
Mario Kart ride, though.
I'm excited for Mario Kart. I really hope to see some Pokemon stuff. I really enjoyed that.
I
Even
really
like
hope
a
they.
Pokemon Snap ride. That'd be hilarious.
That
Awesome.
would be hilarious.
Why would Pokemon be involved?
Because Pokemon's Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Game Freak. Same.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Not bad from a company who started
Dylan.
as a playing card company in the 1800s.
Dylan,
What,
Yo,
Nintendo?
look at
Yes.
the screen.
Are you
I
serious?
can hear you. So.
Look at
1889.
the screen.
What's James saying?
Oh, wow.
Look at the screen.
Whoa.
The
Hey,
bottom
James.
Is that what we're getting?
Poke Park.
Is that a part of the
of it.
park?
Park.
That's Poke Park.
Oh,
And
look, you
that's
can see maybe this.
that's that's what they're building in Universal Studios?
That's what I found on the website.
I would love
Wow.
that. That would be.
A friggin' Ferris wheel,
Awesome.
Willie? Like, I wouldn't ride a Ferris wheel.
Shut
ever.
up, I would.
Or a roller coaster.
Shut up, I would.
That's probably
If it
why
was
I've
like
never been to
Pokemon
Islands
Snap,
of
I would.
Adventure.
Wait, yo, you've never ridden a roller coaster?
No, one time, the Scorpion.
What's
Why?
wrong
I
with you?
peed a little.
Why?
It's scary.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how I know how
so
to put on
my
my
comment
boxers.
about you being
too.
a little girl was pretty
Really?
completely founded.
I'm actually
earlier.
afraid of a lot of things. For a guy that spent a lot of time in martial arts and being a knucklehead, yeah, for sure. I won't ride a roller coaster. I don't like heights.
Man card.
Yeah.
You're not getting my
agree.
man card. No.
I'll ride a roller coaster and I'll watch a zombie in Resident Evil.
He gets
You're the one
scared. He gets scared from a video game.
You're
Doesn't
afraid
like
of a video game and you won't have to.
It knows everything he needs to know about Harry Potter.
Think about a rainbow.
I can't say that. Hey, no.
Why?
My favorite color is
I
pink.
die?
Rainbow Road roller coaster? Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be rad,
We'd all fall
but I
off the
wouldn't
edge and
ride it.
die. I was about to
I
say,
would
yeah.
ride it.
How
No,
there
no.
was
You'll never
fall
find
off
me
one side.
riding any roller coaster ever. Remember when we were in Universal Studios, James?
Yes.
All right, remember anytime we got near a roller coaster, what did I do?
Yeah, he did kind of freak out.
I got
actually. do
nervous,
remember
man.
that now.
Dude, Final Destination ruined roller coasters for me.
Really?
No, because I thought it was there, but before that, like, oh, this thing's gonna go off. I don't like trains either for the exact same reason.
To go off the rails.
So
Super 8 was frightening.
Are you
I think
telling
we
me?
need to change his lower third.
Are you telling me that if you're behind a
Batgirl.
log
Batman
truck,
with a
Wait,
peace
that's a
sign.
joke on
I
myself.
don't know.
if you're behind
I
a
think,
log truck, you'll basically get over to the other side of the. Like,
Yeah, dude, especially. I don't watch Final Destination flicks. I watch
guy.
any other horror movie over and over and over. Even fall asleep to them, like Land of the Dead.
But when it
Not
deals
watching.
with like random death,
Nope. Too close to reality.
It actually
I watch
happened.
movies
This
to
is like
escape reality, not to have it shoved down my
really,
throat.
so you could be in a tanning bed and the tanning bed go haywire, and all of a sudden you just get burned to death.
Hold on, man. I know I'm self-deprecating here, and we're taking liberties at basically calling me a girl, but there's no chance ever that I would end up in a tanning bed. For one, I'm Sicilian, so I walk outside, I fry.
From what I'm hearing,
In 10 minutes, I'm red. In a few other minutes, I'm brown. I'm basically
Chameleon.
yes.
Got you, don't worry.
So going back to Nintendo, in 1889 it started off as a card company, and they developed playing cards until 1956.
holy crap!
That's pretty rad, though.
And then they
That's
didn't
cool.
actually get into
So
electronics
they literally
until
know gaming.
1974.
Huh?
And they didn't go into electronics until 1974.
The NES.
And what's really interesting is they're the majority owner of the Seattle
NES?
Mariners.
What?
Say what now?
The
What?
Nintendo company is the majority owner of the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, that's awesome. That is really cool. But also, they're a Japanese-based company,
Yes, they
and the Japanese are really big baseball fans.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that makes a lot of sense right there. I'm surprised that there aren't more Japanese owners in the Major League Baseball. So.
Because it's America, right?
And there are nerds that are sports nerds.
Absolutely.
They might not say they're nerds, but they know these people's shoe size. They know athletes' shoe size, man.
That's ridiculous.
You're a nerd. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
Sports nerd.
So, when was the Nintendo released? If my memory serves me correct, I'm going to say 1984 or 1985. I believe it was 1985. I know I didn't get mine till maybe 1986. And the first game I got was Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. And to this day, I still love that game. And being that we're talking about a Nintendo theme park, in the second level, you go down in a tunnel. And do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's right there.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. What, right
Cartridge.
Where? Yes. No, that's actually the SNES.
It's a newer version. Still,
The
Right.
Nintendo
Over on
Nintendo
our set
system,
over here, we have actual SNES games, and we have the FC Twin, which is a console that plays old NES
Nintendo
and
64
SNES.
right here.
Yeah, we've got games everywhere. Yes.
Josh, 5 minutes.
I knew he was gonna. He's saying it 5 minutes out now. Like we don't need to know yet. Too much power we give
Yeah, you
this
do.
guy. You're not funny, buddy.
Hey, Josh, 4 minutes.
So Nintendo was released in 1985 in the U.S.
I was right. Yes.
And then in 86 and 87.
it was
in
Famicom
Europe.
before that, though, right?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
And Famicom was released in Japan in 1983.
Wow, I didn't know it was that early.
Yep.
So they basically had 2 years of a test market. And, you know, the Japanese definitely know their games. Capcom, one of the best companies ever, they make the best stuff.
One of
they
their
always
best
have.
systems ever.
Resident
is
Evil.
right back over here, actually, the Nintendo 64.
Yes, a lot of fun.
Oh,
Star Fox 64,
Mario 64.
The original
Mario
Smash.
64,
The first
Mario
Super
Kart
Smash.
64.
Oh.
Yeah, the very first Super Smash.
That was spent so much time in that
The
game.
Zelda games, the Legend of Zelda games.
Majora's Mask, hands
Yes,
down.
that's
my
actually the
favorite.
one I had in mind was Majora's
Oh,
Mask.
such a good game.
Yeah, even some of the really bad games. Oh, all the
funny how
Star
right
Wars
minutes.
Dark Empire, dude.
What
Or
about-
Shadows of the Empire,
what
that
about
game.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was probably the first-person shooter game.
That was
the second
than
was
Doom.
Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor definitely made
Well,
it
Doom,
more
yeah,
really-
I'm sorry, James is correct. Doom was, because I was playing
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Doom,
Oh, you want to talk about me being a little girl? I was playing Doom 3 for the first time on Xbox.
How about-
Hold on. I was laying flat on my back. And the first time one of those, like, what are they, Hell Knights or something, busted out on me, or the zombie people or whatever.
yeah.
It busted out on me, and I came off the floor, and my 4-year-old stepson looked at me. He's like, "It's okay, buddy. I'm here for you."
wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Doom, though, Doom is moving from alpha. The new Doom, maybe Bethesda, is moving from alpha to beta here soon. I think it's gonna be closed beta, but still be fun.
I hope it's an online.
I played. It is. Yeah.
experience,
I
too.
played the alpha.
Right.
And that was a lot of fun. Despite it being slightly unoptimized for PC, it had a little bit of issues there. Other than that, was a lot of fun.
What, like lag issues or anything?
My computer read it. It's like, oh, okay, we can run this game. I ran it 15 frames.
Oh, so it's
yet
a
my friend with
hardware
a worse
issue.
computer
Right.
was running at 60, and I'm like,
How does that work?
I'm like, yeah. And he's like, but in the menu, he's like, I can't click anything.
Right.
He's like, I have to sit here and just keep clicking the start game button, and then hopefully it triggers. And then in game, I couldn't run it, but my menu ran flawlessly.
Right.
So
And they're also going back to just calling it Doom, right? It's
yeah,
not
it's
Doom
just,
4 or
it's
anything
just
like that.
Doom,
Yeah.
which is awesome. The graphics inside look amazing now.
Oh.
They've upped everything.
The last time you were on the show, you had mentioned Mortal Kombat X. And
I
I've had a chance to check this out. I saw the Leatherface demo.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and suck up my pride and go and buy it for console.
I'm getting the
and
season
then,
pass.
And then bring it
Yeah.
in so we can all play it together.
Yeah, I'm getting the season pass because I have another show that we do that's called Ortec Plays, and usually I want to stick to like tabletop games and stuff like that because that's really what I'm into. But Dylan, for that game, I might do an episode on that.
Yeah.
That game looks boss, and I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan ever since the first one came out. I even played it on SNES without blood, which shows you how much of a dedicated idiot I am, because the Sega Genesis version was like 70 times better, and it had a blood code. I think the SNES one had a blood code, but the fatalities were really flawed on that.
I really liked the SNES version.
Why? Because you
So much fun. It was my first Mortal Kombat.
really.
Yeah. All right. So the story
My
behind
first was an arcade, and
saying,
you haven't experienced Mortal
the story
Kombat
behind
until you've done that.
when I was a kid, there wasn't arcades around. There was there.
Sure.
Not in Tarpon Springs.
No, you're right. Tarpon
No, there
Springs
is
is pretty
not.
barren.
Yeah. No.
I don't even
so,
think they have a comic shop.
No, we don't actually.
We have Yancey Street Comics, and it's the greatest place ever.
Yeah, but you're
if you're in
Vasco.
Newport Richie, huh?
Nothing.
If you're in Newport Richie, go to Yancey Street. Gulfview Square Mall, they're great.
No, yeah, we got a van one day. We were looking around the van as we were driving around, and I found an SNES. And
Nice.
we played that, and my mom's favorite quote for me, because that was my first system ever,
This
was
is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, well, no, pretty much. I was like, Mom, my thumb hurts. And
We're not
she's
going to
like-
get him to do any dishes anytime soon.
And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, oh, you have a blister? I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, it's from playing video games. I'm like, No, that can't be true. Video games
They're
can't
calluses
hurt
now.
me. Yeah, they are actually.
Hey, time for a break.
All right. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Nerd Talk. Like I said, I'm Ortec the Batman. These are these guys, and we'll be right back. Welcome to Max Play Live presents Random Reports. I'm Ortec the Batman, and I'm not a fan. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Anyway, I'm here to interview Kayla Thomas, the host of the show The Arena, but there's more to Kayla than you may realize. Check it out. So we're down here at E&D Games, where Kayla, who's also the host of Max Play Live, presents The Arena.
Oh man, this is so cool. I hope everyone else thinks it's as cool as I do, and they do, and it's pretty cool.
Do you ever get jealous that you don't get to play as a PC on some of the stuff that you guys build?
Not as much as you would think, I guess. I like seeing other people play with it.
You're pretty passionate about all of this stuff. But speaking of the show, what's your favorite moment on the show? I mean, a lot of cool stuff has happened, but what's your favorite moment that stands out to you on the show so far?
Definitely our first player death. Rest in peace, Morthos, but I'm glad somebody died. Definitely glad that somebody died.
So is that the big kick out of the show that you get, is when people are close to death or dying? Because we've had a couple. I believe Logan's character almost, Daniel White. Yep, he almost was. He almost took a dirt nap. That guy, but he's luckily gotten out of it. So, do you guys design the game board just to kill players, or is there a bigger motivation to it?
We build things to better tell the story, because the kind of game that we're playing, it's all imagination based. Right. So you can sit there in front of a blank board and be like, okay, well, you've got this ogre breaking out of a cage, or just picture it in your head, or you can actually have a broken cage with an ogre miniature next to it. I think the main reason I like to do a good job and I like to do this is because it helps with the imagination process for maybe those who aren't so visual in their mind, to have like an actual board set out in front of them and be like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool.
In the game, how long have you been playing Dungeons and Dragons, and what got you into it?
Okay, funny story there. I guess I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I never really had friends per se who wanted to do it. So I never really had the time, but when I moved to Newport Richie and I discovered E&D, and they're like, oh, hey, we played D&D, and I'm like, what? Yes, I don't even have to have friends. I can just play with you guys. Yeah. And then they became friends. So I've been playing for about 10 months, I would say.
So you found the Nerd Hub is what happened.
I found Nerdvana.
Okay, random.
Reports.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Max Play Live presents Random Reports. I'm Ortec the Batman.
Fan.
This is Kayla Thomas. I'll try it again. I'm Ortec the Batman.
Fan.
All right, whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Welcome Black. Ugh. Welcome to Tongue Twisters. Welcome back to Nerd Talk. In this segment, we're going to talk about the 10 coolest new tech products from CES 2016. But first, Taylor's going to tell us what CES 2016 is.
It's basically the top, it's like Comic-Con for new technology.
And when we mean new technology, we're not talking about iPhones and even cameras. We're talking about real technology, like real cool stuff.
Like robots and manned flying vehicles, all kinds of stuff.
Like LG's rollable, I cannot talk today, man.
LED display.
LED display. And basically it's a computer screen or monitor or TV that you could roll like into a cylinder.
But don't grease.
Yeah, don't grease it.
Yeah, don't fold it, but it can roll. This thing's awesome. It's I'll read it to you. Flexible TV displays have already been seen in various forms, but LG's functioning 18-inch OLED prototype was undeniably impressive. This was shown off at
CES
2016, by the way. The result of nearly 10 years of development, the paper-thin 810 by 1200 RES display folds like a piece of paper. They said you could fold it.
Well,
We
you
were
know
wrong.
what?
Whatever.
You
You
can
know.
fold it, but
My
don't
bad.
crease it.
So I still think it creases cause an issue though, because you
Yeah,
can't
for
really
sure.
iron that out.
It looks like that.
That's
There it is.
awesome.
That is crazy.
No,
That
it's
is
not being
nuts.
creased though.
That's still
I swear to
pretty
God,
good.
we were put here by aliens. There's no way humans thought that up
We
on their
are
own.
aliens.
We've got to. Yeah, I believe because we're destroying the planet. Not to get all tree hugger or anything, but yeah, it's what we're doing. Promising a future where we could just roll up the screen.
Not only
We're
is he
using.
scared of video games, doesn't like roller coasters,
But he's
now
a tree hugger.
hugger.
I don't like hippies.
Oh, okay,
I like
Tree
Cartman.
hugger?
I like everybody.
Okay,
Hippies
Cartman.
are tree huggers. I don't know.
Squirrel.
I'm a fan of PETA.
I'm not.
Why? What's the squirrel thing? I haven't seen yesterday's episode, so I don't know. Is it because I keep seeing, like, it doesn't take much to change the direction of my attention, that's for
All right, next thing is the human-sized drone, which is something that
Josh.
we need here.
Show the human-sized
9
drone.
minutes.
We got it. Can we get the human-sized drone up on screen?
Please? Thank you. That is
Dude.
rad.
I got to tell you, if I had that for my job, that'd just
That's
be...
gotta cost a fortune.
It
So
has
why
to
don't
be.
you tell us about it?
Fortune. Huh?
It's-
Hey, see Powerball winnings? All of us go towards that.
Basically a one-man
Oh
piloted
yeah,
drone.
speaking of the Powerball, did any of us win?
We would not be
here.
sitting here if we did.
I
That's-
won $4. We are all going to McDonald's after this.
We'd be broadcasting from China.
limo.
Just for
Why
the
China?
hell of
a
it.
limo on the moon,
yeah.
just chilling. All right, well,
Right. Yeah.
we're starting
We,
here.
we would not be doing the show, that's for sure. Eventually we
I
would.
would.
Yeah, well, we would, but not today. If I won the
Why not?
Powerball, because I'd be going to Tallahassee to pick up my money.
You wouldn't get it for 6 months.
Well, really?
Take 6 months or something like that to get the money.
What a rip. I don't want it. Excuse me.
Well, you want to know what I'd get if I was rich?
I'll take it.
I'm red-blooded American, dang it. I
would-
want it now.
I would get a portable robot, a part herbivore or part robot butler.
Which was also showed off at CES
CES.
2016.
This
one?
thing, yes.
It's like your own
Look at
personal
that
Jarvis.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like a
Sorry,
little
that's kind
volley.
of creepy.
I
It looks
feel
like
bad
one of
for the
those
robot's
hoverboards that
head,
people
though.
keep dying on.
That's what they
Yes.
call it. It's part hoverboard, part robot.
I feel bad for that.
Can I
that-
stand on it like that too?
The position
Wouldn't that
of
be
that
awesome?
robot's head is in the wrong place. I mean, they should
Or the
make it
right
taller
place.
than the person.
Give you a nice Jimmy tap.
James,
What?
you're not supposed to talk about things like that.
Like, what?
That's creepy.
He's just dude.
What?
He's just your little buddy.
You know, look,
It's in the
humans
right
don't
spot.
make
They put it there for a reason.
Humans
Look
don't.
at it. It's like knee height.
Yeah, I know where you're going
It's
with this,
like
buddy.
Wall-E.
And I'm
If
not
it
following
rolled
you down
around
that
saying,
rabbit hole.
What rabbit hole?
Yeah, humans and robots don't make it. Okay.
Some people have dirty minds.
Well, you're the one alluding to it, not me.
Alluding to what?
I'm just
we
calling
can-
you on your crap.
We can
that's
go
all.
Futurama on
Wasn't
this
me.
and call it a robosexual.
Anyway, back
Not
to
in my town, boy.
to the next
And on that
object that's
note, we're
not.
going to end the show.
Unfortunately,
No, we have like
reality.
6
Where is
minutes.
this going to go?
So, where?
8
How about some VR technology?
and a half.
Virtual
VR
reality?
seems- dude, it's getting so good.
I'll
these
be honest,
days.
I'm not impressed.
I'm extremely impressed for what they're
Nope.
doing these days.
We mentioned Nintendo earlier, and do you remember the NES virtual reality gimmick?
Yes.
What was it called?
Virtual
Boy. Come on, man.
And it
do
was
your
red
homework.
and black and give you a headache.
Yeah, a huge headache, man.
the ones these days don't.
It looked like
Yeah, they
the computer screen from Star Wars, where it was just red and green lines.
Yeah.
It was
It
not
was the
fun.
Matrix. Take the blue pill.
I'll take the red pill.
Okay.
Just saying. I'll stay in reality. I don't live in reality anyways. I don't know if you guys at home can tell
the
it.
red pill.
All right, and we have a 360-degree action camera.
That's the stuff that you see on Facebook, the 360 videos.
Yes.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool, but
If
I
you
mean,
really
I'll
wanna
just
go
jump.
watch-
I'll just jump out of an airplane with a parachute and a GoPro and spin.
As production guys, have you seen the Flyer camera plane? The
No.
drone?
No,
That looks very
that's
cool.
awesome.
That is.
That looks like a secret
amazing.
government project, actually.
It looks like an.
That looks
actual
like
drone.
if you flew it over certain countries, it would get shot down and dogs
We
of
had
war
the
would come
conversation
out.
yesterday. What was it? Not yesterday? It was
Was it Colorado where you're allowed to
yeah.
shoot
You're allowed
down
to shoot them
drones?
down legally.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would totally
And
be
if
my
it's a
hobby.
government-issued drone and you bring it to their somewhere, you get a reward for
You
it.
know
Where
what?
is that, James?
Deer Trail, Colorado.
You know what? I applaud you, Colorado, and I'll tell you why. As production guys, we miss out on a lot of work because some guy that went to a Radio Shack bought a crappy drone and got the job, the video gig, because he had a drone.
It's only federal drones. They have to have federal markings.
No.
So our drones are okay.
We're in Florida, dude. Contractors are crazy here.
Considering
I'm
the
saying in
crazy
Colorado.
people who shoot down drones,
I've
I
talked to
don't
guys
think our drones are okay.
at iHeartMedia. I've talked to guys where they're like, "Oh, I found this guy," and there was a guest on another show that we do. There was a guest that was warning everybody to make sure that they're licensed and bonded, and that's pretty scary.
It looks like Pitbull.
That
playing
looks
in
like the
VR.
precursor to Hellraiser. That looks like Pinhead before he was like final Pinhead.
This isn't even my
Right
final
after
form.
right after the battle with Goku.
Yeah.
What? James, you said something?
CES looks awesome.
Oh, I know I'm good.
So here's something that I find absolutely useless: a robot that folds your clothes.
I just saw that.
I could
It's like,
use a
what?
robot that folds my clothes. My laundry is basically just piled up on my bed.
Considering the other day
That's why my
that
shirts are always
everyone
red.
James, how
here
much we have?
couldn't just fold up one thing, one shirt over there.
Can you imagine how long it would take a robot to fold up a article of clothing, though?
Considering that they made
It doesn't happen fast.
the
I'm
video
guaranteeing
show,
you.
it takes roughly 5 minutes.
Roughly 5 minutes for one article of clothing.
That's
So-
One article of
And now,
clothing?
now you have that,
That's
like
pretty-
that technique.
that's not as bad as I thought it would be,
Whoosh,
though.
it's done. 2 seconds.
I honestly thought it would be like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Your shirt is done, sir. Thanks.
Like I'm already
It
showered,
walks over to it, drops
shaved,
it,
By
it's
the
like,
time that
oh.
thing's done, I'm going to need to wear it again.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Does it wash it too?
But
That's
the idea
something that
that
doesn't pay for
laundry
itself.
droid, so it actually looks like a washing machine. Laundry droid
that?
will double the storage and wash and dry your clothes and have everything done in 40 minutes. And you get your
That's
clothes out,
impressive.
get your clothes out of the dryer, fold it. Now I'm starting to see a little value in that.
That's impressive.
I don't know
see
about
something
that.
that James
Value.
might be interested in. The smart light bulb takes new form, and it almost looks like the Triforce.
Is it
Yeah.
the Li-Fi?
No,
It literally looks like the Triforce from.
it's 3D printed light bulbs.
We don't even need to tell you what that's from. If you don't, you're just not one of us.
Yeah. That doesn't even need an
Can
explanation.
you get onto my to the laptop of mine?
Un momento, por favor.
No, he can't. You mean the desktop capture?
You haven't
Negative.
linked it.
Negative. Oh.
Turn it on.
Hey, how
do
long?
I
How long
turn
do
it
we?
on?
How long do we
There's-
have
it's a-
until?
Here you go. What's more
app.
enticing than the scent of fresh brewed coffee to get you up in the morning? Well,
Fresh
how
brewed
about
beer.
for you, maybe you lush.
Dude,
I
it's
like
5
the,
o'clock
I like
somewhere.
the term
That's why you
alcoholic.
come in drooling in the morning because you're recovering from constant hangover.
Well, you can't
No,
drink all day.
No,
like
he's
you
not
just stay drunk.
hungover. Yeah.
He's not actually hungover.
No,
That's
I just stay drunk.
That's just. He breathes air and he's hammered.
You inhale my air, you're
Your
hammered.
nickname is Cheap Date.
I'll take that.
take that.
Well, how about money? Or maybe mint. The sensor awake alarm clock diffuses the scent of your choice at your appointed time of waking with preset cartridges. I should say that flawlessly, being I'm a Nintendo guy. But obviously, yeah, I'm stuttering.
no worse than I am.
You stick the cartridge into the top of the clock, like in Nintendo 64. Holy crap! I had never read that before in my life. I just said an alarm clock. I'll read about it. Where could we go with that? And it brought us right back to Nintendo.
Like
minute.
an
amazing.
N64, man.
Yeah, so you insert cartridges in the top, like a Nintendo 64 or a Super Nintendo, and it gives you the scent of your choice that you would want to wake up to. Now, what would your scent be?
Bacon.
We could end the show on that.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Everybody loves bacon.
Is there a better way to wake up?
No, there isn't. Bacon.
You don't even have to ask me now because I know what I want to wake up to.
Yeah.
Dog farts?
I already do that every morning. And that dog,
Wait a minute.
my dog that I have, that guy,
Wow.
he's
That guy's
not a
dog.
nice
You got a
guy.
Chihuahua, don't you?
No, it's
They're stinky little
All right.
gremlins.
That's it.
All right. Thanks for watching Nerd Talk. We had fun. We hope you did. Rest in peace to Alan Rickman and David Bowie and Lemmy Kilmister. It's really a bummer that we're losing such great people to such a horrible disease.
You can meet us tomorrow if you want.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, we're going to be.
Tomorrow night, Palm Harbor, short stops, baseball cards, and Magic. There's a Magic the Gathering
We will be
pre-release.
streaming this live. I'm going to be hosting it. It's Magic Unboxing. There's going to be tournament play. We're going to be interviewing people. So if that's your thing, midnight.
Yeah, midnight.
I'm gonna be
Midnight till
sleeping.
3 o'clock in the morning on WeBeamTV.com. We will also show you clips of that next week during our show. We hope you enjoyed it. This is Darth Taylor. That's GQ Tech. I'm Ortec, and this is Cytokin. Thanks for watching.
And I'm James.
And don't
since he
forget
didn't wanna
about
introduce
No,
me.
no, 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 no. I did that on purpose.
Well, you
All right,
know what?
cut.
We're gonna end on mine.
Oh, you don't want to. No, no.
Why not?
You're such
Why
a
not?
you're such a walking wet
Why not?
carpet.
Just because you have control.
Do you have
So
mold?
mean. So mean.
You're so.
Ha 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 ha!